Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the movie The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This is a movie that most people may not even have heard of, but I'm going to enlighten you all about it. But like I always say before every review, if you have not seen this movie and you do not want to be spoiled in any way, go watch the movie and then come back and watch this review. And sorry about the lighting, it is a bit dark in here. But anyway, and also before we get into the video, if you like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and please leave a comment on your thoughts about this review, on this movie, if you've seen it, or if you haven't seen it, just leave a comment, just giving me your thoughts on the review. So anyway, so Town That Dreaded Sundown is based on a true story. The movie was made in 1976, but the actual crimes that the movie are about took place in the 1940s, in the late 1940s, for about 3 or 4 months. And it's basically about this killer who came to the town of Texarkana, and he, I believe, killed 2 people and injured 3. I think that's actually how it went. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's correct. I think he killed 2 people and he injured 3 people. And so basically, you know, it's your typical older movie, and the movie starts off, there's a narration, and he's basically talking about how the town is, I think World War II just ended, and he's talking about how peaceful the town was. And then you cut to a shot of someone walking down the street, but you don't see the person's face or anything like that. You just see their feet, and that's the killer. And so basically, he kills, I think every 21 days, something like that. And so the police are trying to catch him, and they're having trouble because they can't get any evidence. They think they catch him, but then they don't, and it's crazy, but it's very good. It's a very good movie. I remember when I was a kid, I think I was about 11 years old, and my mother took me to the movie store. Back then, you could go to a movie store and you could rent VHSs. And for those of you who don't know what VHSs are, those are the videotapes before DVD. But anyway, so they're basically trying to catch him. Different people come forward saying that they're the killer, but they're not. It's, just a big goose chase, basically. And I'm not going to tell you how the movie ends, just in case you do want to go watch it. And I recommend you go watch it, because it is a very good movie. Very good movie. But like I was saying, when I was 11, my mom took me to the movie store, and I I was real big. I was getting real big into horror movies at the time. I will tell you the story about my very first horror movie in the upcoming videos, movie reviews. There's a certain movie that the very first horror movie I saw, and that's going to be in another review down the road, and I will get into that later. But at the time, I was getting into horror movies, and so I picked out the horror movie that I wanted, but then I ended up seeing Town the Dreaded Sundown on the shelf as well. And I loved the cover. The cover just looked so awesome to me. It looked very, very creepy, and just made you, well, it made me wonder, what is this movie about? And of course, I asked Mom and asked the people who worked there, and they wouldn't really tell me. And so my mom told me actually that I wouldn't like it because it's a documentary and it's kind of boring and this and that, and not really telling me what it was about. So I left it, and I ended up a few years down the road, I think I was like 13 or 14, ended up seeing it again at the store, at movie store, and ended up renting it. And I can see why my mother did not tell me about it or let me even rent it that time, because I first watched it, it was scary to me. It scared me, and had trouble sleeping that night. But anyway, just kind of wanted to share that with you. And I do recommend the movie. The acting is really good. Now, there is a character in here. He's the director. I cannot remember the actual name, but he plays a character in this that I don't like. Because one thing I don't like is when people try to be funny, because when you try to be funny, you're not. 9 times out of 10, you're not. And you're either funny or you're trying to be funny. And when you're funny and it's a talent, then you can pull it off. But when you're trying so hard to be that it's not. But that's just my opinion. I don't really think that works out very well. But anyway, like I said, I do recommend this movie. It's very good, except for the one particular actor. He's the director, and he plays the deputy. I believe he's a deputy. He plays a deputy by the name of Sparkplug, and I do not like that character because, like I said, he tries to be funny and he's not, and he makes the movie just not, when he's on screen, it just doesn't work. But other than that, I do love the movie. It's really good. Keeps you wondering. There's some pretty brutal parts when the killer is on screen and all that. So I do recommend you check it out. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like I said in the beginning, and please subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment. Please leave a comment. And if you're not aware, and you say, and you're a viewer who doesn't have a channel, and you're just viewing this video, and you say, well, I can't subscribe because I don't have a channel. Well, lucky for you, you can go get a Google account that's free, and you just go to google.com It takes just a couple seconds. You set up your account, set up your email, and that's it. You come back and you subscribe. That's all you do. And there's nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. So if you're one of those people, just go there and do that. Come back, subscribe, and you can go and subscribe to any other channel that you would like to subscribe to as well. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you in the next video. Everybody take care.